official mock draft. I am Matthew Townsend of the Transfer Portal CFB. Follow us on Twitter at TPortalCFB, on Instagram at TPortalCFB, on TikTok at the Transfer Portal CFB, and here on YouTube, subscribe at the Transfer Portal CFB. Right down below, before we even start, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Important thing to note about the mock draft. This is what I think the teams will do. This is not what I would do. In a lot of situations, it is completely the opposite of what I would do. But this is what I think the teams will do. This is what I'm submitting to the mock draft database website to see how well I mock. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Pick 1. Jacksonville Jaguars are going to select Trayvon Walker, edge from Georgia. A freak athlete, had a monster combine, didn't produce great pass rush numbers or run blocking numbers, but he has a ton of athleticism. Obviously, potential is through the roof whenever athleticism gets involved. Chance he turns out to be a star. Jacksonville takes that chance here. Pick number 2, Detroit Lions, Aiden Hutchinson, edge out of Michigan. Good production, excellent traits. Had a good combine to kind of solidify himself in the top tier of edges in this class. He's one of the top 3 along with Trayvon Walker and Kayvon Thibodeau. Actually, not Trayvon Walker. Those are the top 3 projected, but I have others that I think are better than him. But Thibodeau and Hutchinson kind of been viewed as the top tier in this class for a while. Pick number 3, the Texans are going to select Evan Neal, the tackle out of Alabama. A lot of debate between who's going to be the top tackle taken, either Neal or Ike Ekwonu, I think. But I prefer the polish of Evan Neal, so I think he's going to go here at number 3. Pick number 4, the Jets. The smoke on this one has been absurd the last couple of days. Jermaine Johnson, the edge out of Florida State. They seem to be really high on him, and sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. Sometimes it's just one big smoke screen to try to get you off what they're thinking. I'm going to choose to believe the Jets are a poorly managed enough franchise. They actually want Jermaine Johnson here. Jermaine Johnson, good player. Not as good as Kayvon Thibodeau, who continues to slide down this mock, and I think he will slide in the actual draft, but we will see. Pick number 5, New York Giants are going to select tackle Ike Ekwonu out of NC State. Okay, can kind of be moved all over the offensive line, but I think he's going to be aimed in at tackle when he gets to the NFL. Freak athlete, really strong, big, can move men. Needs a little more technique, but he can be really good if the right pass O-line coach gets his hand on him. Pick number 6, finally get a QB off the board. Took until 6 picks. Normally, they're off the board in 1 or 2 picks. This year we're going to be waiting a little bit for their quarterbacks. So I think there's only going to be one going in the top 10. This one is going to be to the Panthers, Malik Willis, the QB out of Liberty. The superstar. He has all the traits in the world. Laser beam of an arm. Athletic. Is an elite scrambler of the football. Can throw on the run. If he puts all his traits together, he's going to be a star in this league. Pick number 7, New York Giants. Once again, they have 2 picks in the top 7, 5 and 7. Second pick, they're going to finally swoop up Kayvon Thibodeau, who I believe is the top edge in this class. He has been since 2019 when he was the number 1 prospect in ESPN's top 100. I don't know why people are overthinking this. Prospect fatigue on him and a few other guys in this class is kind of crazy. They keep on sliding down in mocks, which makes me think the mocks usually know something. If they're sliding in the mocks, they're probably going to be sliding in real life. But Kayvon Thibodeau is a monster. He's going to be great in this league. Giants are going to steal here at number 7. Number 8, Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Ohio State. He was pretty much one of the best wide receivers in college football last year. Him and Drake London, before he got hurt, were putting on a show. Ohio State obviously has a supreme offense, so numbers may be a bit skewed, but he was doing elite stuff. The Falcons need a lot of help at wide receiver, especially with the Calvin Ridley situation. They grabbed their guy here in Garrett Wilson. Number 9, Seahawks. After trading away Russell Wilson, they're going to be in a bit of a rebuilding stage. I think they take the best player available here. Sauce Gardner is projected to go a lot higher. They're projected to go top 5, top 6 picks. I think he's going to slide a little bit. The Seahawks are going to stop that. Seattle fans are going to love him. They love brash, physical cornerbacks that talk their stuff. That is Sauce Gardner, so they're going to love him in Seattle. Pick number 10, another very Jets-like pick. Drake London graded out a lot, very similarly to someone the Jets have taken earlier before, Denzel Mims. They took him at pick 33 or 34, the second pick in the second round. Didn't work out for them. Drake London was probably the most productive wide receiver through 9 games last season in college football. So he was having a great year. Hope he pans out well for them. Gives Zach Wilson a true X receiver to get those 50-50 balls and win in the red zone. Pick number 11. We have who I personally believe is the number one player in this class, like regardless of position or positional value, who I just think is the best at their position. Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. Kyle Hamilton is a big safety, 6'4", 205. He's a big dude. He's not as athletic as we thought. We thought he was going to destroy the combine. He was kind of just had an okay performance, which is why he's started to slide down this little bit in mocks. But I think he's going to be really good in this league still. The traits in the film he put on at Notre Dame was astonishing. He did some stuff that you struggle to believe sometimes. He is going to be really good in this league. Pick number 12, we have the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings need a lot of help. They have a star in Justin Jefferson, star in Dalvin Cook, an okay quarterback in Kirk Cousins. I guess we could say that. They need some defense help. They need a lot of help on the defense. They're getting old back there, and they do not have a lot of CB depth. They're going to shore that up right here. They're going to grab Derek Stingley, the cornerback out of LSU. He was, his true freshman year, 2019, he was phenomenal. He was the best corner in the country as a true freshman. He hasn't been quite that good since, but I believe there's a good chance he's going to, with the right motivation in the NFL, I believe he's going to be back to that level of performance. Pick number 13, we have the trade. We have the only trade I'm projecting in the first round. Trades are just so hard to project. I try not to do it, but this one just seems to make a lot of sense. The Texans need all the talent they can get. They should be looking to trade down from this pick, no matter who it's to. If anyone will give them any plus value, they need to be trading down from here. Someone that I think should trade up that needs a quarterback to be competitive this year with a really good roster, but no quarterback. Pittsburgh Steelers. Malik Willis is believed to be their guy. Do they want to jump all the way up to 5 or 6 to try to grab him? We'll see. I think it's a bit unlikely. I don't think they want to give up quite that much draft capital. Much cheaper to jump up here to number 13. They're going to jump up here and grab Kenny Pickett. So Pittsburgh Steelers trade up with the Houston Texans, grab Kenny Pickett, QB out of Pittsburgh. One of the best QBs in the country last year. Him and Bryce Young were phenomenal. He won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. He had a phenomenal season his senior year. I think he's my personal QB1 in this class. I think he's going to be fantastic in the league. He's the most pro-ready quarterback easily, in my opinion. He's going to be really good. Pick number 14. Baltimore Ravens can select. We know the Ravens love to build through their D-line, love to build in the trenches. They're going to grab a monster here. Big boy, Jordan Davis out of Georgia, who put on a show at the Combine. Just one of the more astonishing performances you've ever seen. A man that big should not be able to move that fast and be that explosive, but here he is. That Georgia defense is going to have a lot of people coming off the board early. They are all athletic. They are all good. They're all going to be good in the league. Jordan Davis, little bit of concern with that playability with his he comes off the field a lot, but if he can play 65% of the snaps, just demolish the run on those snaps, he'll play in this league. Pick number 15, my Philadelphia Eagles, who took Devontae Smith last year, going to take another wide receiver in the first round this year. That makes it 3 years in a row. I think the reports are Howie loves Jameson Williams out of Bama. I think those are true. I think he'd be willing to trade up for him. In my mock, I don't have them having to. I think the wide receivers are going to fall a little bit this year, but they're going to get him here at 15. Give them a true deep threat and allow Devontae to work in the middle of the field where he truly excels. But Jameson's going to be a burner. He's going to run over the top. If he recovers from his injury, he's going to be an elite deep threat. Pick number 16, New Orleans Saints. Charles Cross, tackle out of Mississippi State, finally stops a little bit of a slide. He's projected to go earlier than this. Tackles always generally seem to find their way to be picked in the first round, even if they don't really deserve to. That position is just so needy in this league. It's a tackle deficient league. You need tackles to compete at some point. A lot of people take tackles in the mid to late first. One's going to go here. New Orleans Saints, after Teron Armstead leaving, they need a tackle. They pick up one here in Charles Cross. Another tackles can go here at pick 17 to the Chargers, who need O-line help. If they could get to Jordan Davis, it would be a godsend for them with their terrible run defense last year. But he doesn't fall, so they get their O-line help. They can get Trevor Penning, the tackle out of Northern Iowa. He's a bit more mean than he is talented, but he's gonna play with effort. I think he'll struggle a bit to adapt to an NFL to find a play style that suits him. But once he does, I think he'll be pretty good in this league. Pick 18 again with the treasure trove of first that the Eagles have racked up. They have another one here at pick 18. They're going to get some corner help, give Darius Slay some help on the other side of the field. They're going to grab Trent McDuffie, the CB out of Washington. He might play mostly in the slot, but he's shown inside-outside versatility. He's shown that he's sticky in man coverage, and he's shown the football IQ to beat in zone coverage as well. So I think he's going to be able to play both roles. Pick 19, the New Orleans Saints. Just traded with the Eagles, I think that was 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the trade that benefits the Eagles a lot. So you gotta hope if you're New Orleans fans, they nail these 2 first-round picks because they gave up a lot to get to these 2 picks, which makes you think they have someone in mind. Who do New Orleans Saints love to draft from? Half their defense is from Ohio State. I think they take another Ohio State guy here. They're gonna grab Chris Olave. Chris Olave, it brings some speed and youth to that wide receiver room. They desperately need it. They constantly keep on signing old guys to be their deep threats, and it hasn't really worked out for them. I think Chris Olave is going to help them out a lot in that regards. Sorry. Okay, now pick 20. The Steelers had traded up with this pick. Texans traded down here. I think the Texans are going to stand pat here. They could trade this one again because, like I said, they really need talent at almost every single position. They don't really have any youthful talent in any position group that is set for the future. But I think they're going to stay with this pick. I think they're going to go ahead and take a chance on Desmond Ridder, who had a really good combine, has a history of winning, won a lot at Cincinnati. They had a fantastic stretch while he was a starter there. So I think they take a chance on him. They're going to see what they have. Just the Texans, the good thing is they have a surplus of picks coming up after the Deshaun Watson trade. So they have the risk. They have enough resources to take a few risks here and there. So I think they'll take a risk, see what they have in Desmond Ridder, see if he can be the franchise QB for them. Pick number 21, Patriots. Patriots understand that sometimes you have to build in the trenches to win championships. They have won a lot of championships. They're going to try to get back to those with Mac Jones. Mac Jones had a good rookie year. He was probably the first or second best rookie quarterback between either him or surprisingly Davis Mills, but he had a good year. I think they're going to protect him a little bit here. Grab Tyler Linderbaum, the interior O lineman out of Iowa. He's in my opinion the best guard or center in this class. I think he's going to switch around a lot early in his career, go from guard to center to left guard to right guard. Then I think eventually, but in the middle years, he's going to settle into center and just kind of be a star there for a few years. But he is really good. He's a top interior O lineman in this class. He's sliding a little bit further than we expected because, again, that prospect fatigue, he's been so good for so long. But the slide stops here. Pick 21. Patriots are going to snatch him up. Pick number 22, the Green Bay Packers. After trading Devontae Adams in a surprising move after re-signing Aaron Rodgers, we thought they were going to be a package deal. Apparently not. They need wide receivers right now. Allen Lazard cannot be your top wide receiver going into the year. They just can't do it. I like Allen Lazard a lot. They need some help there. They're going to grab it here. Treylon Burks, the yak monster out of Arkansas. If he gets the ball in hands, he is tough to bring down, and he could score from pretty much anywhere. But I think that's going to be the guy they grab here. Pick number 23, Arizona Cardinals. Get some defense help here. Grab an edge. Grab George Karlaftis out of Purdue. Strong power rusher, can set the edge. Good against the run. Good against the pass. Not truly really elite at anything, but he's really good at everything. His film's good. He's shown he's savvy. He has counter moves. He has swims. He has punches. He has a club move. He has a lot of moves in his tool set. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to grab a good edge here, get one in George Karlaftis. Pick number 24, Dallas Cowboys. Who they're going to grab? Dallas Cowboys love building that O-line. Love building on the O-line, love building on the perimeter. I think the drop-off's going to be too steep for them. I don't think they're going to really want any of the wide receivers that are left after Treylon goes. So I think they're going to build the O-line here. Going to grab Zion Johnson, the guard out of Boston College. Big, massive guard. He's going to anchor well against the run. Let Tony Pollard or Zeke Elliott, whoever's running the football next year, get some big holes for them. Once he learns how to set a bit more in his pass sets, he's going to anchor strong against those good DTs in the NFC East. Pick number 25, a really interesting pick, the Bills. They have a lot of options here. Breece Hall has been talked about a lot as them, the running back off the board. I think they're smart enough to not take a running back here. They've never really drafted running backs in the first round in recent years since the debate has come around. I think they're going to stick with that here. I don't think they go Breece Hall. I think they're going to grab some help in the defensive backfield. Going to grab Dax Hill, safety out of Michigan. I don't think he'll play safety. Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde are still there. They are getting a bit older though, so they're going to be looking for a replacement soon. But Dax Hill showed a lot of talent as a nickel cornerback. So I think he's going to play there to start his career. Then whenever Micah or Poyer, whenever one of them starts to kind of age a little bit, I think he's going to move into one of their roles. Now, pick 26, another pick kind of like the Cowboys, where I think they're either going in O-line or receiver. Those going to be what they're deciding between here with their pick. Again, don't think they're going to like what's left of the wide receiver talent after Burst goes. I think they're going to build the O-line, grab Kenyon Green, the guard out of Texas A&M. He's a mauler in the run game. Again, needs a little technique in those pass sets, but he's a mauler in the run game. He's going to move people out of the way for King Henry, which is what their offense runs through. So if he can do that, he'll be a big help to them. Pick 27, Buccaneers, Devontae Wyatt. They're going to grab DT out of Georgia. Again, another really good player off that Georgia defense. He's going to kind of be the thunder or the lightning to Vita Vea's thunder. Vita Vea, that strong nose tackle, just kind of gets in there, doesn't get moved, stops the run. Wyatt, more of a 3-tech finesse guy. He has a little more finesse in his game, getting around DTs, has swim moves, that kind of thing. He's still good against the run, but he'll excel more as a pass rusher than a nose tackle. He'll probably play more on a little more closer to the edge than Vita Vea. Pick 28, the Packers have a second first-round pick after trading Devontae Adams. They acquired another first-round pick in this draft. I think they're going to go, they went offense the first pick, they're going to go defense here on the second pick, grab a safety. They've shown they like to draft safeties early. It's a position they think they can get good value on taking early. They have a good track record in taking safeties at this spot. Darnell Savage has been pretty good. I think they're going to grab Jaquan Brisker here out of Penn State. The athletic, do-it-all safety. That there's a few of them in this class, in Brisker, Petrie, Hill, Hamilton. The safeties in this class are pretty much all of them can play multiple positions in defensive backfield or even linebacker. I think they're going to grab him, move him all over the defense, and let him be a Swiss Army knife for them. Now the first of two back-to-back Kansas City Chiefs picks leaves us with two Penn State Nittany Lions coming off the board in a row. First with Jaquan Brisker to the Packers. Now here the Chiefs are going to grab Jahan Dotson, wide receiver out of Penn State. He's kind of a smooth athlete, doesn't really excel in one thing. He is athletic. He is a good route runner. He can win 50-50 balls. He's good after the catch. Doesn't truly excel at everything, but he's good at everything. Means he can win at all three levels. He's going to be a good receiver in this league. They need help after the trade of Tyreek Hill. They're going to get it here in Jahan Dotson. Their second pick 30. Much like the Packers, they're going to take a wide receiver, going to take a safety. Got to get some help on defense, help on offense. Help on defense, they lost Tyrann Mathieu, they lost Tyreek Hill, they lost Tyrann Mathieu. They're going to replace both of those stars here. They're going to grab Jalen Petrie, the safety out of Baylor. Once again, another do-it-all safety. He can line up in the nickel, can line up as a box safety, line up as a deep safety, play inner half, outer half. He can play all over, do whatever you want of him. He's good in run help. He's a good zone defender. He can man up. He's going to be really good again. A lot of these safeties are going to be good. This is a really strong safety class. Probably one of the best safety classes in last decade at least. Pick 31, fresh off the Super Bowl loss. The Bengals obviously need some help on the O-line. Protect Joe Burrow, please. He is getting murdered back there. Give him a chance to throw the ball, and he will lead you guys to good places. But they've beefed that up in the free agency. I think here they're going to beef up their defensive line. They're going to get Trey Hendrickson some help here. They're going to go ahead and grab Boye Mafe, the edge out of Minnesota. He's another one of those edges you kind of just take and hope all of his traits turn into a star player. There's a few of them in this class that they're more athletic than they are to have technique or production yet. But if they can get that technique down and pair it with that athleticism, they're all going to be really good. All right, and then final pick of the first round. This is a weird pick for me. I have the Lions keeping it for now and taking Sam Howell, but I think this is somewhere where a lot of teams could trade up and grab a quarterback, whether it be Sam Howell, Matt Corral, Carson Strong, if a team really believes in him. But trading up to this 32nd pick where you get that fifth-year option on your QB as a first round, it's a strategy that a lot of teams have proven they want to do. So I think Sam Howell's going to go here. Personally, I still think it's going to be the Lions, but I could see a few teams trading up here and grabbing Sam Howell or maybe even Matt Corral. But that is going to be it for me. Once again, like, follow, subscribe. Check out our TikTok, the Transfer Portal CFB. Check out our Twitter, TPortalCFB. Check out our Instagram, TPortalCFB. Follow all those for all there's been so much great draft content that we put out. We put out a whole pick is in series where we take 3 picks for each team. We've put out a lot of draft content. And then, of course, check out the stream. It's going to be here we're going to start at 4:30 PST, 7:30 Eastern time, about 30 minutes before the draft goes live, then probably an hour before picks. Picks don't usually start until 5:30. We're going to be live all night the first round, all night second and third round of day 2. So come by, swing by, see what we're doing. It's going to be me, Liam Blutman, and Andrew Wilson. We're going to be talking the picks, reacting, making jokes. It's going to be a good time. Come on by. All right, have a good one, guys. See ya.